And Navi, they have a very strong early game lineup. If they don't get it, then
imagine Navi not being able to take a game. It's such a weird world to be in right now in MWI 2026. But let's find out. We're in the game. Same action we've seen time and time again, but this time it's Jay being pushed back.
We don't see this kind of rotation very often. 30 seconds in, and not Ayanami provides some support in mid.
You know why? Because I think you're like, yep, that's a Uranus. I'll just I'll do this. Make sure we don't feel what Jay did there, and she goes and catches her lane anyway.
And she's a Benedetta. She'll make it back anyways.
Yep. And it also just kind of helps too. You know, she's got her own concussive blast, help clear that up first wave. But yeah, look at this kind of pressure already that Falcon Daisies are putting on. They'll get themselves to Lith Wonder. Nothing too crazy happening. It's just they dealt with what Navi threw at them, but they'll keep it calm and collected.
Okay, so again, I'm glad that the advice was heeded. That you put a prio on Mirai and her having a Belleric. Again, breakout pick in the most recent season of MLBB is great. Like, she's solid.
Yeah.
This is what you need when you're behind this hard. So with the 30 seconds left, she's not going to be level 4, obviously. But the fact that she still has her Revitalize could prove useful. Especially since Keishi now is on a utility jungler that can help.
Oof. Nice little dodge there from Ira.
Jay! Backs off. Star slowly putting a lot of damage on Mirai. Mirai! Maybe a second longer than that projection and she would have just... Boop.
Good thing Belric can run. Like,
very fast.
Very fast for a tree. Because, yeah, almost first blood there. Turtles coming up, though. Falcons, they have control of this area for now. Keishi needs this support. The only thing is, yes, Mirai just hitting level 3, but they're going to go for it anyway.
And Keishi rolling out. Missing Afu, forcing a flicker out, though. As Keishi presses the retribution perfectly in time. Ira gets drawn first blood on, not Ayanami. Feeling it. Navi, for the first time in this whole series, up by about 1,000 gold.
Yeah, now it's their time to lead. Oh, and Falcon Daisy's still going to go for another reinitiation.
Frigid Breath, freezing 2. Down goes the Zaman Force, and now the punish on a J. No! Perfect match to save her. Not Ayanami, bloodthirsty, gets another.
I'm not sure why, though, because the Mystic Gush wasn't available. I mean, the Flicker was down, too, for a Fu. Even if she was able to go ahead and put pressure, it's not like she has the Fatal Link, so...
Why?
Yeah, the question was why the reinitiation after losing that objective.
In Bahasa, Kenapa.
Kenapa. In Tagalog, bakit?
So that's what the run of Navi has been for this whole time. Like, why? A lot of big questions. And now for the first time in the series, we asked that to Jay of Falcon Daisies.
Yeah. So this is a better start that Navi needed. Definitely to keep in this series. Again, facing elimination, this is kind of the early game you want to go ahead and start. And I think part of the method to this madness of working is also just having that Benedetta. That Benedetta pressure in the early game is great.
Oh, Star Soy jumping in. Nanainami, sword intent through the wall. Joseph, I'm glad you mentioned the Benedetta. Remember a time wherein Not Ayanami was just winning everything?
Yeah.
This pick put her back into that shade.
This was the one.
This is her light.
How many XP laners are there, man, that just have this pocket Benedetta pick that they can rely on and that they've made statements on, you know?
If I could remember the first time Not Ayanami joined this squad,
yeah,
she was a breakout star, and I think Benedetta was one of her picks then.
It's definitely one of the more flashy XP laners that you can see in this matchup in the game. And, you know, having a lead like this, a 2-0, having that Petrify, that's enough of a threat to go ahead and be a nuisance to Falcon Daisies. Looking to clip the wings on the flight here in game 2. Next Turtle's up, second one of the game. A bit of a lead still for Navi, but it looks like Falcon Daisies, they still want to contest. They've got all the ultimates they need for this one, but it's half health.
Turtle out of third now, looking for a massive fatal link. Keishi finds the Turtle first, and now Jay contemplating the too late. There it is. Mirai finds a Rian, serves up the kill. The alley-whoop, the gush, the blazing duet. Kiko unable to secure anything besides the big walking tree. 1 for 1. Navi up now by 1,500.
Wow, that was... They're so tanky for some reason, whether it was a Revitalize or not. I mean, there's just not enough firepower from Falcon Daisies. Looking at the itemization too, you can see it's only a DHS in the hands of Kiko. That's all she's got. There's no locked-in item just yet. No glowing wand here for Afu. Now Kiko brought quite low.
Rian took a few shots from that turret, but Kiko and Jay, again, you mentioned, are just kind of short right now at 5 minutes.
Yeah, they just don't have the firepower that they need just yet, and that's why any of these engagements that happen, Navi's got the upper hand. It might not be a crazy gold lead that they have, but it's just the way the compositions work. They've got a better chance of taking those health bars lows, and a lot of that, again, is this Bennett dead in the hands of not Ayanami. A glowing wand picked up here now for Rain. She's got that. So even looking at the difference between roll to roll, there isn't much of a lead or anything that they have. Oh, Arya. She should be able to survive this. She's on the Uranus.
Ira's fine. She and Starsoy holding it down. They've lost plenty on the map. They're not giving up this tier 1 up top.
Ooh.
Gosh! Plus the frigid breath and a fatal link on one. Mirai, they really want her. The revitalize into the projection. And Mirai barely surviving. Where's the follow through? 2v1 turned into a 3v1 finally, but off camera, they find Ira. So that was just both teams chunking down these chunky heroes.
These chunky heroes. I mean, it took everything there to take out Mirai, though. Even with the revitalize,
is earned.
Nothing is granted. Nothing is granted in that one. But again, as items are built up on Falcon Daisies, it's going to be much more harder for Mirai to survive those initiations. This last turtle is up, though. Keishi has been on point, being able to secure these objectives with the retribution and just the space that is provided with Navi. Let's see if they can do it again. This full force from Falcon Daisies are here to contest this one.
Keishi with a delayed roll. Jay going hunting. Looking for someone to force an ult. There's a Zaman force. Ira backed off. Starsoy flushed out of the wire brush. Keishi secures 3 for 3. And they go. Apu with a gash. Down goes Mirai. Fatal links into 1. Down goes Jay. Rain secures. Kiko finds not Ayanami. BMI through. Gets a double. 2 for 1. I hope Navi's happy with that turtle because Falcon Daisies won the trade.
Daniel. That was a double. That was a double kill and a shutdown for Kiko. Oh, Arya.
Arya's fine.
Flickers. Yeah, she's going to be fine. But yeah, that is a shutdown going in the hands of Kiko. She picks up a corrosive scythe now too. Starsoy.
Keishi finds her. No more dashes on this Suyo. That's a pickoff.
It's a pickoff. Kiko might be next. Okay. She's going to survive. Right now for Falcon Daisies, they're putting a lot of the weight on the shoulders of Kiko for now as she is scaling up 3-0 on the Claude. They are still trying to take down that tier 1 turret down, but both teams haven't taken many turrets down. It's been these fights all around the turtles, and now that the turtles are done, you have this Lord that's going to come up here.
Ooh! A gush by Afu, knowing that no more black shoes for Rain to expend. Well, not Ayanami. When was the last time she left this lane?
Yeah, I mean, I think she, at one point, too, she's wondering if she needs to shift that focus of, let me push this off lane, let me push the map or put the pressure on the map that might help Navi go ahead and open it up further. Because right now they're kind of pushing and pulling between gaining macro dominance for Falcon Daisies.
So you mentioned how as the game goes later, Mirai will not be as hard to kill anymore.
Yeah.
She just picked up dominance ice. So that's compounding defense the more opponents you have around you.
Yeah.
I think she'll be okay. I think she'll just be as annoying.
She'll just tree it up, man.
Yep, but when does she have a pauldron already? I think that's the next level of chunkiness necessary.
Yeah, and Rian's catching up. She got a Holy Crystal now too. Navi's in a really good position to just secure this Lord. It's more so of how does Falcon Daisies kind of dance around it. Even in the last fight, they were pushed off, but there's a whole fight up top. Whoa!
One-on-one, not Ayanami! Takes down Starsoy. No retribution for Falcon Daisies.
You were just saying how she made a name for herself here, but they're going to fight for this anyway.
Rian tabs on Afu, takes her down, 6 feet under. Zaman 4 still standing. Kiko has to choose her spots very carefully. Jay goes down, 3 for none. Navi goes straight for the big one.
Oh no, Kiko, she's gonna get crashed down, sandwiched into this. Can't she get away? Flicker burned.
Keishi jumps on. Rian looking to finish the job. BMI through. Kiko survives.
Okay, she's fine, but man, I don't know if we'll have an instant replay, but I have to go back to that and say why? Why did they choose to stay around the Lord Pit to contest it? when they knew their jungler had just been soloed up top.
I think that's a moment of, we're in too deep.
We're just here, so we might as well, you know?
Again, an issue with heroes with no re-engage.
Yeah, it's gonna just kind of be one of those mistakes that could potentially cost them the game. This is gonna be a push in up on this top side. Lord is working on the tier 2 turret. Navi now ballooned their lead in what was one team fight, gaining another 3,000 gold. We're gonna to the 5,000 mark ahead. Starsoy. Uh-oh.
Keishi finds her. Rain there too to cover the exit. Starsoy bites it. Gush to clear it out. Nada Yanami took a little too much there. 1-for-1 the trade.
All right, there's a trade at least. Falcon Daisies keep the base under control. They're still holding on to the mid tier 2. So I'm thinking for Falcon Daisies, it's once again that question of how do they turn it over? Because you're looking at a lead gold-wise that's very favored towards Navi. You just picked them Nice Queen 1 for Afu. She wants to slow them down. You've got Kiko that has been scaling on the Claude. Should have the Trinity. Working on the 4th item now. But, again, this is one of the things where their team fights, the ability to go ahead and get in the zone of Navi just hasn't been a favorable thing for Falcon Daisies to do. They've really struggled to find that, which is so interesting because you have an Atlas, right? You have Jay. She's there to be able to go ahead and Fatal Links. It's just they haven't been able to pick the right targets or turn the tides before because they've just been reacting to Navi.
A lot of this as well is a lack of resources to pop that Purify.
Pop that Purify. I heard that earlier.
TM.
Yeah.
Because look, who's going to try to do that, right? The projection from Afu and Jay with a frigid breath. That's it. And then you want to catch it on Rain. You want to catch it on Rian. It's a non-starter, Joseph. Like, again, you got to pop that Purify. It's not happening.
Yeah, there's 2 Purifies over there that they got to work on. Right now, too, Rain has had a phenomenal game on the Lilia. Hasn't died at all. Really good usage of the Black Shoes and just being able to pump out enough damage that keeps Falcon Daisies from moving forward in a lot of these fights. So just kind of a standoff. You got Lord coming up in about 15. Positioning gonna come out from Navi. A big item pickup too. Over here for Rihanna. She gets the Divine Glaive now on the Harith. So if damage was a question, Navi's pretty much got all of it. Now for Falcon Daisies, they might just fly too close to the sun on this one if they choose to go for this, and it looks like they're gonna do just that. Lord's been pulled out. You've got the rest of the squad coming for this fight, but let's see. It's difficult, too, for Falcon Daisies because even that tier 1 in the mid plays a big part. Mind you, they haven't taken any turrets down in this game at all.
That, and Nami's playing the long lane very well. Falcon Daisies, they managed to jockey for position. A dominant spot for them inside the pit. In comes Nami, engages with Ira, gets taunted, displaced. Lord, hard reset. I have an idea.
Yep.
What if they use the Lord to pop that Purify? But it's unreliable.
They might use it.
Oh, Ira put down a 5th of her health, using that consecration, so that's 1 ult down.
Okay, they trade it. So Orange went over to Starsoy. Malefic Gun picked up, but Ira's so low.
Gosh! On the Mirai, but Jay falls first and Mirai survives. Nada Yanami finds Kiko. Now blazing to it. Nada Yanami falls.
Kiko wanted to make sure she flickered forward too, even after getting the kill.
And here comes Rian, Zaman Force. 1v1 with Ira. She finds her.
Oh, the Lord
puts her
reset.
down. And the Lord here, Keishi needs to be very careful. Down goes Rian. And the Lord goes to Navi, but a bloody victory for them. And they lose another. 3 for 2 the trade. Falcon Daisies making them work for it.
If there was a little bit more time for Starsoy, then maybe they might have even gotten the Lord off of that. Good thing for Navi. Objective secured, but they're finally going to lose some base turrets as Falcon Daisies has not had any down for the better part of these 14 minutes of this game. They'll find 2. They got to clear out this Lord. Navi has lost some gold, a couple few thousand gold, but they're still in this game. They're still in control. They should be in control of this game. They just got to choose their fights a little bit better. The last one around the Lord Pit was a bit messy. You know, they expended some of the ultimates that they needed, some of the battle spells. Maybe that was, again, the Purify was popped, at least for Rian.
I think Rain as well. It just came off cooldown.
No, it just came off cooldown.
So yeah, so they did. And again, I'm just putting 2 and 2 together, man. If you pop that Purify, you can win team fights.
Hey, if that's not an in-game tip on the loading screen after this, we don't know.
Put it on a shirt. TM, pop that Purify.
TM.
Mirai dancing here with Aira. Kiko
Oh, they want to chase
gets
down?
flushed out of the white brush. Okay, so she did not get revealed. Now she shows herself.
They don't want to fight, too, because Kiko doesn't have her flicker. She's got to wait a little bit longer. Star Story's picking up Queen's Wings. A little bit more durability here. And Afu, she's got the flicker coming up, but they're locking down Jay.
Diamond Force, Afu backing off. Ayanami finds it, takes down Afu, the trade. Starsoy scores on not Ayanami. Now in comes the rest of them, Revitalize, and the Blazing Duet by Kiko. Rain, Black Shoes, trying to lay down damage. Fatal Links, a little too late, in comes Starsoy, down goes Jay, and Rian gets another. Zaman Force down, sending Falcon Daisies back. 1 for 2. That's a win for Navi.
Really good timing there for Rian to rejoin that with his Zaman Force, keep them back and at bay, because that would have gone really bad if Kiko was able to go ahead and just follow through, but she was stopped in her tracks. Even when that fight broke out, I feel like as we look at the instant replay, look at this, Afu almost had her flicker available. It's actually coming up now, but she just dies at the moment.
1 second.
1 second there. Talk about timing for not Ayanami. But then I felt like the Fatal Links could have came out sooner here, because even then, Kiko's too far off. She doesn't have as many stacks of Thievery that she wants.
There was some damage from Starsoy. I think that was the main combo.
Yeah.
It's like Fatal Links into a charged up Surge. And then just sever away. But I agree. Maybe if it was a little sooner, it would have been more effective.
Yeah. Either way, Falcon Daisies has pretty much brought themselves back into the game. We're talking about earlier on, a few minutes ago, maybe 4 minutes ago or so, there was a 4,000 gold deficit that they were working against. They put themselves in a position to actually contest this Lord. Navi has to get this. Again, facing elimination here at MWI off of this one. It's now or never. They need to secure this Lord to get to these base turrets of Falcon Daisies. And the way things have been going, they have to clean up the team fight. Mirage, she's going to go and look for an off angle. At least now, too, she's got an immortality. She can play through with this. Rain has done a great job so far on the Lilia. She just served her first death over just minutes ago. But keep an eye, too, on not Ayanami. She might be the one to go in and start things up, or at least put pressure towards Falcon Daisies.
Not Ayanami is a missile. She is ordnance in a tiny woman's body. She just wants to go find Afu, go find Kiko, and take him out of the equation.
Yeah.
And that's worked for them for the past 18 minutes.
Yeah, that's why Ira has to be the one to go ahead and scout where she's setting up at, you know?
It's over here.
Yeah, she's on scout duty at this point.
I found him.
Found him. That Lord, this one starts to hurt as it's evolved. You know, you've got to be calculated on the approach here. Falcon Daisies now. They had that push. They see where things are going. Ara's going to pop the Consecrate. They know the Zaman Force is down, though, so is this an opportunity for them?
It looks like they might just go ahead and rush it. Keishi, Baksha Unite, looking for it in the back line, rushes into the Lord. Starsoy secures with a Retribution, but Ira's very low. It's one pick-off.
Oh, Starsoy so low.
And they're going to chase her. Do they know that she's in the brush? Kiko with a defensive use of the Blazing Duet. Starsoy gets to go home. Keishi chasing down Jay. It only results in a pick-off, Joseph. Lord marching in mid.
That Mystic projectile might have just saved the day from a further pursuit from Navi. They are going to deal with the Lord, though, very quickly. But with Flying Clouds bringing Falcon Daisies back, they can't clear the Lord out just yet.
Not easily. Not for free. They will have to let it run through.
They get the charge.
Might even take down the turret here. They get to save it. Navi looking for the punish. They jump onto Jay. Jay gets taken down here via the Zaman Force, and they should be happy with that. Again, every single pickoff past TikTok timers is something that'll take you a long way if you know how to play the macro, and boy, does Navi know how to play macro.
Yeah, this is a great defense from Navi. I'm not sure what Jay's plan was there. She didn't have the flicker, but she does end up going down. Navi clears things out. They nearly lost the tier 2 turret, but honestly, they didn't lose much, and that's going to be completely fine for them. Again, they will go ahead and get aimed up and ready for that next Lord fight. Now, that's kind of what we're gonna have to expect here at this point. And Keishi got close. She went for that retribution, didn't happen, but Keishi tanky enough. She hasn't died yet. She's stacked.
I reckon it's a Sever retribution combo.
Yeah.
Yep,
It's hard to beat.
That's something that Keishi, despite her dominant run as a boxer in the 20-minute game so far, does not have.
Yeah, and that's why that pressure from Navi trying to push off or make it more difficult for Starsoy to actually get in range to get that off is what they tried to do last time. It just so happened that, you know, they weren't able to make it through. So Falcon Daisies, they might be the ones to answer now what Navi throws at them. A Sea Halbert's picked up. You know, you're getting to the point now, too, territory-wise, 20-plus minutes into this game where Immortalities, switching items, picking up Winter Crowns comes through. And those minor decisions, those minor, you know, seconds really add up to winning team fights at this point. So, just going to be a stalemate for now. Lord comes up in 5. We'll see if anyone's able to surprise one of the other teams here before this Lord even breaks out. Again, the longer the game goes, too, the harder it is to go ahead and secure this Lord up, just because even so, it hurts, right? It's not like Starsoy can sit there and go ahead and tank up the Lord. You gotta rely on the rest of the teammates, and that's usually Ira's duty.
Which I think makes her Suyo, despite the 1-3-4 KDA line, all the more impressive. The fact that when it's necessary, she's able to do what's needed to be able to buy back the game for her team. Again, that's why we're at 21 minutes now.
Yeah. Oh, man, look at this damage. Not Ayanami's in position. I see Ira at half health. She's going to be able to heal that up. Again, she is the Uranus.
Keishi almost got flushed out of that long brush.
She almost got shot. Well, I mean, they know she's there now.
For sure. She has to reposition. Why brush might be her next home.
Oof.
I don't know if they know.
They see not Ayanami a bot.
Ira, almost close. And that's a soft reset on the Lord.
Yeah, a bit of reset. That's really well played there, too, from Navi. They cleared out that long lane, and they'll get Ayanami back. Yep.
Mid lane's good.
Mid lane's good. It's got pressure. Oh, Kiko's so low.
She flickered, did she?
No, she still got it.
She just skipped.
Yep. Okay. She'll heal back up with the orange, but this is a Lord that neither team can take. And Navi, once again, they cannot get overzealous and blunder the Lord, because this could very well be an endgame angle. Falcon Daisies secure this.
They can't fumble the bag, Joseph.
They can't. Murray.
Do they know Starsoy's holding this small brush up top?
Oh, I think they want to fight this. They're crashing down.
Watch out. Rian is very vulnerable. Jay with a perfect match to get out of there. They know that for a few seconds there is no Zaman Force. Concealed by Jay.
Oh, they're going to push him off. Mirai also using her conceal. They're trying to get back into the zone here. Half health on the Lord. They're going to blitz it down. They know some ultimates are down.
Oh, Lord with a skill. Not Ayanami coming through.
Oh, really?
Zaman Force again! Afu gets compromised. Jay up next. The gush from Afu. And they get the Purify through. Not Ayanami takes down Jay, but the Lord goes to Falcon Daisies. A push down bottom. Lord spawns. They take out Kiko. Currently the trade, 3 for 1.
Ooh.
I think Navi's good with this.
Navi's going to be happy with this. They have 4 members alive. They should be able to clear out the Lord in time, but you still have the Gourd to worry about. But there's no flicker, so a play could be made from Navi as long as they clear out Afu. They got to deal with Starsoy and Afu, and they are good at clearing out these waves. These are big powered up minion waves too, so it just might be enough time, 30 seconds on the clock, to have the rest of the team come up. And it looks like so far between Afu and Starsoy, they should be able to buy them that time. 20 seconds on it. Mirai popping the conceal. They want to make a move here. They want to make a play. They got to clear out these waves.
Zaman Force pushing Starsoy back. That's enough firepower between the 3 to take down the mid lane inhibitor. Slowly but surely, Navi are regaining the map. Even inside the base, they can threaten pushes now via mid. But, Joseph, I was about to say, the lack of an actual marksman makes a split push very difficult.
Yeah.
At best, it's not Ayanami's doing that.
Yep. And at this point, too, you just... Man, the marksman is so important in this. You saw that last team fight. I don't know, didn't get the replay, but Kiko tried. She tried to go in, get that blazing duet off. She popped the Winter Crown, did enough damage, but by the time she BMI'd back, she was caught, and the rest of the team couldn't really support her. So we might see something very similar for the next Lord. I mean, we're reaching the 25-minute mark. What is our longest game of MWI? This has to be one of them.
Approaching.
Oh,
my God!
Oh, no, Kiko.
That is the winner crown. Blazing Duet. She's compromised. She still has an immortality given, yes, but she spent a lot of her resources.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You got 30 seconds for this lore to come up, and you don't have a flicker for another minute and a half. So now how does Falcon Daisies approach this? Navi has this one on their hands. I feel like they can continue to put pressure up on that side, possibly catch someone if they can. You have the juggling of items happening here on Falcon's Daisies.
Nope,
Ira.
The roundabout way that they forced Ira to engage.
Oh, she flickers. Oh,
Force the
Rian.
flicker, Rian, dropping that Zaman Force. Where's the damage? Not Inami trying to close off the exit. They pop the immortality onto Ira. Revitalize. The gosh! Ira falls. They are a player down. Falcon Daisies might not be able to contest.
Yeah, they can't. They just have to let this Lord go. Navi, clear sign to go ahead and take it. They'll keep these waves cleared out because they want to go ahead and pressure this as quick as possible. Jay going to take this Flying Cloud and bring her towards the purple buff. Are they going to go for a miracle play here, Leo? They might actually attempt it. They've got to keep their eye on Starsoy. Even at this point, 26 minutes in, you know this Lord is going to take a while to go ahead and take down. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. It might be enough time to at least contest it. Ira's up in 35.
I don't think she's going to make it.
That's quite a long time. At least she'll be there for the defense. So if they give up this Lord, they'll at least have a full force for defense.
They can clench.
They can clench.
They can hunker down and say, you know what? It was too dangerous to try and contest. We'll deal with it when it comes here. Seal used by Jay. Only sees that it's Mirai the flicker too.
You have to just go to the base. After that flicker was burned,
no more.
You need to just go to the base and defend.
Stay behind the walls.
Oh man, this is quite dicey for a Game 2 match point for Falcon Daisies, but Navi has done it.
Saying it's a dicey defense.
It's a dicey defense. Navi's very close to bringing it to a Game 3. They should. This is a beefed up Lord, man. Almost the 28-minute mark. Picking up some immortalities here. They have all the room to work with on this. The hard decision now for Falcon Daisies is what tools do we use to make sure we clear this out? And that's most likely, again, this Mystic Gush, and you don't have a flicker, so a Fu could easily get popped. She picks up an immortality. Once again, items being picked up. Ira picks up an Athena shield. They got to deal with this big wave pushing down mid while they try to hold on here.
Also a chubby wave up top. The fight has broken out. Starsoy, 1-on-1 with Not Inami. A lot of damage dropping through. Like the final blow underneath the base. And Tico goes J2. Ladies and gentlemen, Navi have forced the issue. We're going to Game 3.
Navi Philippines